What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking another look at the Jordan 1 Low Nigel Sylvester Better with Time. This is the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Before we get into these, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, if you'll go ahead and like and subscribe while you're here, I really appreciate that. Very, very helpful. You can also then be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I really appreciate the support, and we're going to take a look at these Jordan 1s. So if you follow my channel, keep up with it. Thank you so much. You know that I reviewed the initial batch of this shoe, which was really good. I didn't have any complaints about it overall. The biggest thing was it fit true to size. A lot of times the early batches maybe not, but they did. But this one has made some improvements. This is the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Here is all their information, including that discount code kvegas, and of course that will be in the description. Be sure to use that. I appreciate it, and I know they'll take care of you. See how they did with these. So you got that Jordan 1 outsole in that nice varsity red. Of course, it has the aged look to it, much like the lost and found Jordan 1s would. Okay, you got your stars, all that looks nice. That outsole is then wraps up onto the midsole. We got like a sail finish. Pretty good crisp line going from the red to the sail. Same thing on the medial side of this one. Did a good job. Stitching is really clean, and don't really see, looking along the midsole to the upper, don't really see glue residue, which is always a good thing. Everything looks nice and clean. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort of the shoe, again, God Killer batch always fits me just like retail, and that's true here. Fits like any of my other Jordan 1s. I slipped these on before the video just to make sure, no problems at all. And they do come with a Dream Cell insole, which is my favorite for Jordan retros. So pretty stinking comfortable on foot for a Jordan 1. I mean, you got to know what you're putting on your foot, but with that Dream Cell, really helps a lot. Now, the upper of the shoe, you got some very nice tumbled leather all over the black portions. Nice and soft. Very impressed with the quality, especially on a Jordan 1 Low. Obviously, this being a collab, they kind of stepped up their game a little bit. You got your swoosh here stitched in and kind of like a sail. You can see the distressed portions of the shoe, slightly different than the first batch that I got. The first batch is really hard to explain if you don't see it in hand. The distress didn't feel natural. This almost feel like you could feel when you ran your finger across, you could feel the difference between the leather and the distressed portions, whereas this, it's almost like a nubuck. Again, it's just really hard to describe, guys. I'm sorry, but it's not quite as, the distressing feels more natural on this pair, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's almost like the leather has rubbed away more, and there's like that nubuck. You can see, I mean, you can see it moving with my finger there. But at any rate, you got a really nice shape on the toe box, super tapered, and it does bounce back. Again, you got this nice tumbled leather. Everything looks as it ought to. You got the sail laces, and then this one came with a pair of black and a pair of red, which the red might really pop. I need to go back and look, but I don't think the first batch of those came with those. Maybe the black, I really don't think it came with the red, but at any rate, with this one, you do get all three options. Got a pretty nicely padded tongue for Jordan 1 Low. Typically, they're less padded. This almost feels like a Jordan 1 High tongue. And then, of course, you got your Bike Air tag branding on the back, and then you can see that insole with the Bike Air and the Jordan Biking Company printed on the inside of the shoe. That's going to be on the medial side of both pairs, or both shoes, excuse me. The swoosh on the lateral side is this glossy finish with the stitch marks, and then the outline as well. See more of those distressed marks. And then the back of the shoe, you have the Wings logo in that same look. So it's going to be that glossy pattern with the outline around it. Hope you can see that. All right. Now, another difference on the first batch, the medial side swoosh did not have the stitching outlines like this, but it was a glossy finish swoosh. This is not. This is matted out, and you can see the aged look to it. Okay. So they've gotten that changed and correct. All right. And again, you can see that nice tapered toe box. Let's take a look at the left one. And one thing I also want to note, it seems like anytime I film a shoe that has a sail midsole like this, I'm seeing it on camera as I'm looking over the camera, if that makes sense, but always looks a little bit more yellow on camera than it does in person. So it is sail in person. It's the correct color. Another shot of that swoosh, stitched in really cleanly. And then the back of the shoes, Both of them had that Wings logo glossed out and outlined. There you go. Having a hard time focusing today with this camera. Man, you got more of that worn away portion. And medial side again, you got the aged look, and it's more of a matted out finish on the swoosh. No gloss on this one at all, on the medial side swoosh. Outsole, this one still has the aged look. It's more random, so this pair doesn't have, or excuse me, that shoe doesn't have quite as much of the age to it. That probably varies from pair to pair, I would imagine. Got the bounce back, and let's check out our Strobel here, guys. So you got your normal Jordan 1 Strobel, the gray with the extra threading taped down. There's that Jordan Biking Company and your size tag again, men's 13. Inside these just came with some regular tissue paper stuffed in, and then as we said earlier, you get this very nice Dream Cell insole. It's a sail look. This one says the Nigel Sylvester print in red, and it is Dream Cell for the correct size, men's 13. Very cushiony. I love that. Again, really helps add some all-day comfort to a shoe that is obviously outdated tech. So that's great. Let's check out the box. So it's going to look a lot like what we would get for a Travis Scott. You got that cream box. Obviously this though is more matted out, and it's got the bike instead of Nike, and it's kind of like distressed, like not quite as defined lines, if you can see that. That look is going to continue all the way around the box. Got your 85 Air Jordan 1, some branding on the bottom, and then our box label on this one's going to be Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG Nitro, black, muslin, and varsity red, men's 13. Inside you have the swoosh, the word swoosh, you got the red print and the bike sketch, just some regular white tissue paper, and then you got your angle sticker, and there is that little stamp back there in that corner as well. Box was pretty well protected in shipping. It did get a little dinged up right here. That would be UPS's fault. Don't like UPS. FedEx seems to always do a better job, but it is what it is. Main thing is the shoes, and they look great in my opinion. I love the first batch. Didn't really have any major complaints, but this is definitely an improvement. So anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review of this Jordan 1 Low Nigel Sylvester Better with Time, the God Killer batch. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials, and be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.